I'm so excited. So I love Popeyes so much. So we have two of those really big, amazing spicy chicken sandwiches. I love them. Some cheesecake, some french fries, a Diet Coke because balance. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. I'll take our first bite and then we'll start talking. This is way better than KFC. Way better. So I read this, like, this isn't that cute. So I'm gonna just put the cheesecake over here for now. So I read this story today that I was like, oh my god, like, this is totally something that would happen to me. It's kind of creepy, but it's not horrible. So we're gonna talk about that, and then it's a very short story. So if that's all you're gonna stick around for, that's totally fine. It won't be long. So this is a true story. I don't know if any of you have ever been like in a position where something just doesn't make sense to you or to anyone else, but you know you're not crazy. You know that what's happening is what's happening. You're completely aware. You're not losing your mind, but it feels like it because no one listens to you or believes you. But you know you're not crazy. And that's like the worst feeling, because who do you turn to? You're lost. Like, no one's there for you. Everyone thinks you're crazy. Maybe that doesn't happen to everyone, but it's definitely happened to me. Especially when it comes to like paranormal stuff. This isn't paranormal though. This is so good. So let's call this man in our story John. I think I use John a lot. It's just an easy name to remember. This is just so good. I mean, look at that. It's pretty good when you dip it in the ketchup too. I bet you could give a ranch on it. Oh! So John has a normal job, a 9-to-5 job. And he recently got divorced. And he needed a quick place to stay. So it wasn't like he was trying to buy a house. It wasn't like this is where he was going to stay for the rest of his life. He just knew that he needed to get out of his house with his wife, ex-wife. So he needed a new place to go. So he went apartment hunting, and I don't know if any of you have ever shopped for an apartment. But some places are just easier to get in than others. Like, some apartments will have low requirements. Some will have really high. So he's shopping around, he's looking all over the place. He found a few that he wouldn't mind living in, and I needed to go fast. So I found this apartment complex, and the guy really needed some people to move in. He was kind of sketchy about it. He was just like, I don't need to run your credit, like, move in, zero down, everything's cool, just come move in. Like, come on. We get a free first month of rent too. John thought this was kind of weird, but he's like, you know, I do need to get out of the house I'm in. I need to go. Like, I need to move. This is perfect for me because I don't have the extra, you know, $4,000 of moving costs, and then first and last, and there's security deposit and all that stuff. So even though he had a bad feeling, which you should always trust your gut, he's like, I'm gonna move in, I'm gonna do it. He goes home. He tells his ex-wife, you know, I'm moving out this weekend. Because like I said, he has a normal job during the week, so he's not just gonna take off work to move when he could just wait. So he's moving in to this new apartment complex this weekend. Okay, so the weekend rolls around, he's moving in. The landlord is there to greet him, give him the key. The landlord was friendly. I mean, everything was fine. It's still kind of weird, but you know, everything was fine. It wasn't that big of a deal. Just weird vibes, but he found a good deal and he needed to live here. He had been living there for a few weeks. And prior to this, everything's been fine. He really hasn't seen the landlord. There's not too many people around. The neighbors are all quiet. He has no complaints. It's just an old apartment complex. It's cheap. Everything's cool. Everything's going good. Until John wakes up to get ready to go to work. He looks at his desk like he always does because he's gonna go check his emails in the morning. He sees a post-it note. And I can't remember exactly what it said. It was something like don't forget to go to the dry cleaner or something like that. Something weird, like just a simple like task. And he could not remember writing it. He literally swears, I did not write that post-it. Like, I don't remember who all I told I needed to go do this, but I did not write this. This is weird. So he's kind of freaked out. He just chalked it up to being like, you know how like you move something but you literally cannot remember moving it, but you definitely did. I keep running out of memory. He's kind of freaked out, but like I said, he let it go this time. Until a few days later. It's another post-it note with a reminder. And it was something like, don't forget to talk to the landlord. Something like that. The dude can't remember ever writing that. He literally cannot remember ever saying that, thinking that. What did he even need to talk to the dude about? So, it kind of put into his mind like, oh my god, what if the landlord is leaving notes? So the dude puts up like a camera, like a webcam with motion detecting. That way, whenever a note gets written, it'll, go off. Well, he wakes up and there's a post-it note and it says something like have a good day or something weird like that. Just something simple and stupid. Ooh, excuse me. And now he's like, oh my god, like here's a note, I'm gonna check the camera. He checks the camera. His recycling bin is empty. There is no like footage of the night before. He has no idea what happened. Someone probably saw the camera and then deleted the footage of them leaving the note. And now he's like super freaked out and scared. And he's like, I mean, do I talk to the landlord? Do I ask the landlord if he's doing this? Is it someone else in the complex just messing with me? Is it someone I know messing with me? It's so good. Over the next couple weeks, it happens a few more times. Maybe it wasn't weeks, maybe it was like 2 weeks or something. It happens a few more times and he's just really freaked out. He's really scared. He doesn't know what to do. So he does what any normal person would do, and that's ask the internet, right? So he posts this like forum and explained the whole situation. He like showed the pictures of the notes. He's like, what's going on? Everyone in the comments were really nice. Everyone believed him. They didn't think he was making it up or lying or anything. He wanted to know what he needed to do. Like, how's he supposed to catch this person? What's going on? Is it him? Is he losing his mind? What is it? And this is the crazy part. So, one of the comments on his post was someone saying, please go get a carbon monoxide detector and put it in your house immediately, or his apartment, whatever. And he at first was like, I mean, it's not carbon monoxide. Like, what do you mean? Carbon monoxide is not going to make me leave myself post-it notes and forget about it. If you're feeling like, not useless, what's the word? I can't think of the word. Just, like, God, someone's going to comment it. I can't think about it. Just, like, helpless. He feels so helpless. He doesn't know what to do. No one's gonna help him. People think if he says anything, people are gonna think he's crazy. Like, what is happening? What's going on? It doesn't make any sense. So he's like, you know what? Forget it. I'm gonna go buy a carbon monoxide detector because it can't hurt, and I should have one anyway. There's apartment complexes that don't force you to have one of those, but they all should. Our house is so old that I always worry about carbon monoxide, especially because we have like 2 fireplaces that are both gas, and if anyone like touches it and starts coming, it freaks me out. Let's try this cheesecake. Look how good this looks. So, ooh, that looks yummy. Ooh, it's probably not gonna focus. It's really good. Wow, that's actually really good. I'm shocked. I didn't think it was gonna be that good. So, he gets the carbon monoxide detector, goes into his house, plugs it in, or I don't even know what you do with a carbon monoxide detector. Is it pluggable? Whatever. He does something. He turns it on, okay? And it has an extremely high level of carbon monoxide in his house. An extreme level. Like the kind of levels that are not high enough to kill you in one night, but that over a period of time will start to have an effect on you. Which is scary to think about. You've seen movies where people shut all the what are they called, the vents in your house, and they turn the carbon monoxide on and people die overnight. There's that, and then there's also like a long-term exposure to carbon monoxide, which I really thought me and my husband were experiencing for a while there, and we checked it and we weren't. I don't know what was happening during that period of time. It was kind of scary, but anyway, he immediately goes and gets the landlord. He's like, look at this, what am I supposed to do? And the apartment complexes, I'm sure you've seen them, are like, you know, here's a building, there's a building, there's a building. It's like all separate. They moved him to a completely different building in the same complex, and they checked it before he moved into it. Everything's cool. So he just moved for free. There was no charges. Take your stuff. We'll help you. We'll get you over there. Let's get you out of this apartment. So they got him out of the apartment. I don't know if they had to like evacuate the whole building. He never said anything like that, so I don't know. But once he did that, he did not receive not one more postage stamp postcard until a year later, when the landlord decided to, I guess, either retire, quit, do whatever, and he left him a post-it note or whatever on the door that said, "It was so nice to have you here." So after like a year later, the landlord who decided to retire, quit, whatever, pretty sure it's retiring because they had a party for him. John went to the party. It was at the apartment complex. He brought something, like let's just say brownies. I don't remember what it was. So he brought brownies to the party, and a few days later, whatever, he had a post-it, like, you know, the post-it note on his door from the landlord that said, "Thank you for bringing the brownies," or whatever the dish was. I can't remember. So now it's like, was it actually carbon monoxide, or was it carbon monoxide at the same time? Like, was that just a coincidence that happened to be going on at the same time that this was going on? Maybe the carbon monoxide was making him sleep a lot harder at nighttime, so he didn't hear someone coming to his house. The only reason I think it could have been the landlord doing this, like leaving random things, is because even in that weird state where he doesn't remember doing these things, it wouldn't make sense for him to have tried filming something and then writing the post-it note and then purposely deleting the footage. Like, did he think, oh, well, I know that I'm the one who's doing this now, so I can delete this footage? No, he would just leave it there. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Why would he do that? It would only make sense for a person who's not supposed to be there to delete it. And just the notes were all very weird. Half of it was things that like everyone does all the time, like normal like reminders. Some of it was like nice things. A few of them were saying like call like so and so today, and he's like, why do I need to call them? One of them was, you know, go talk to the landlord today. Why do I need to talk to the landlord? It's just weird, very weird. But then that last post note, could you imagine? So you thought you were crazy. Tried to figure out the problem. You did everything you could. You posted online because you know these people aren't going to judge you as badly as your friends probably would. Some random stranger tells you, get a carbon monoxide detector. Thank God for that stranger. Could you imagine if he had stayed there? Forget the post-it notes. You literally will die. You can die from carbon monoxide. Obviously, it happens. Imagine if he had stayed there and it got worse. Or just over time, he got more sick and more sick and more sick and no one knew what was wrong with him. Could you imagine? So his life was saved thanks to these post-it notes. But you went from thinking you were crazy to, wow, I was being poisoned by my house, to, you know, getting to move, being friendly with your neighbors and the landlord for a year, thinking that was all in the past. That was crazy. Like, thank God I lived. Thank God carbon monoxide didn't kill me. And then all of a sudden you get another post-it note a year later. A post-it note. Like, of all the things that he could have left, he could have left a card, could have left a postcard, could have left a piece of notebook paper, could have called, could have not done anything, but he left a post-it note. Weird. Very, very weird. All right, I'm so full. Wow, that was really good. I hate going to any restaurants that don't have milkshakes though. Like, milkshakes are my favorite, or like just soft serve ice cream. I really don't like going places that don't have it, but Popeyes is an exception because it's delicious. I can't believe I'm still talking to you guys while I'm cleaning, but whatever. Ah, I just got sauce everywhere. Today's my last day of not being able to post on YouTube, and I'm very happy about it. I have filmed a bunch of mukbangs, so I have a bunch of like just extra videos to upload for you guys. I'm not gonna like space them out too much. I'll probably post one a day. I like to upload once a day, and this is gonna set me back. I don't make a crazy amount of money on YouTube, but I do make a little bit, but missing a whole week is really gonna set me back, so I probably won't get paid next month. I'm really sad about that. Maybe I'll go live and maybe someone will send me like 20 bucks. That's probably what I'll need. Anyway. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. I love all of you. Please like and please subscribe. And I really hope you're at my next one. And I know some of you guys actually, I had someone comment and they were like, wow, what a great idea. Let's talk and vlog and eat at the same time. What an idiot. Someone said that to me. I was like, this is a mukbang. That's literally what it is eating and talking. Like, I could do a no talking mukbang, but that's literally what we're doing. Like, so I know some of you guys don't like that, but that means you don't have to watch the video. I love mukbangs. I've been losing weight. Even though I've been doing mukbangs, I'll do a video on that soon of how you can mukbang and still lose weight or stay in shape. I actually look way better than I did 2 months ago, and I've been eating way more. Sometimes your body really just needs more food, and if you don't give it that, it holds on to what you have, and sometimes you gain more. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Please like, please subscribe. If you stayed for the whole thing to this very end, you can have an extra entry in my 5,000 my 5,000 subscriber giveaway. Leave me heart emojis, any color heart, but do 3 so I know. All right, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.